Guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Boom Shika, as always, hasn't changed. And I'm so grateful that you guys are watching, subscribing, commenting, and all that. I really appreciate it. In this video, I want to speak to you guys about how I adore all of you guys and all your comments and all of your questions and all the stuff that you guys have been sending me. But one thing kind of comes up over and over again that I really want to cut off as soon as it happens. I really want to stop you guys saying this or apologizing for this because it's a non sequitur. It's not important. It's not even an issue. Don't even worry about it, right? And that thing is that a lot of you guys worry about commenting too much. Now, I know this is a weird thing, and I know you guys probably never even think about this, but we have a tendency to apologize too much. But not only that, we have a tendency not to want to hog the spotlight. We don't want to hog the spotlight, right? And so we're always like, maybe I shouldn't comment too much. And a lot of you guys have actually messaged me saying this, I want to comment more. I want to write on every single video. I want to write comments on every single video because I have thoughts on every single video. But I don't because I'm afraid that people are going to think that I'm hogging the spotlight. John King has said this to me. Eleanor Akaho has said this to me. A bunch of people who, constantly comment really well. The comments that they put down on their videos are really poignant and really on point and really so expressive in their beauty that I really feel like you guys should comment more. And that's the reason I'm doing this video, is that do not worry about hogging the spotlight. We know that the people who are hogging the spotlight aren't the people who are commenting like you guys, where you're putting a lot of thought into your comments. You're really going deep into it and saying, this is what I think and this is how it works for me, and you're analyzing things and you're expressing yourself with such beauty that it's just so great to watch and to read. I love all of your guys' comments. I never ever think to myself, wow, this guy's commenting a lot or this person's commenting a lot. Never ever in my life have I thought that, right? But for some reason we have this weird thing inside of us as an INFJ that we don't want to hog the spotlight, which makes sense. But I don't think of commenting a lot as hogging the spotlight, especially if you're commenting in a manner which suggests that you actually put a lot of thought into it. I think of hogging the spotlight as a person who's just putting comments like, oh, go check out my website, I'm here, or my video is better than this, or I talk about my video in this, that I talk about this in my video as well, or this person sucks, or things like that. I think that's the kind of person who's trying to hog the spotlight. They're trying to put the spotlight on them. They're trying to say that they're better than everyone else, or they're trying to get all the attention upon them rather than putting the attention upon whatever else might be out there, right? So I really wanted to do this video is because I feel like that's one of the things that really holds an INFJ back. If I just take my example, right? I mean, if you really think about me as an INFJ, I'm really hogging the spotlight if you think about it, because all of these videos are about me. Well, not really, but it's about me speaking into a camera, talking about myself, about my stories and the ideas that I have and the thoughts that I have and the beliefs that I have had. But do you guys think that I'm hogging the spotlight? I mean, if you think about it, yes, maybe, because I am just doing videos on myself, looking at myself in the mirror, basically. A very narcissistic way of doing it, but it's not, because I'm sharing ideas and thoughts and processes because I want to create a better world. I'm doing it because I want to make the world a better place, and I want to share these ideas because I feel like they will help the people in this world, especially INFJs, right? And so do you guys think of it as hogging the spotlight? If you don't, then you commenting on all of these videos, every single video if you want to, is not hogging the spotlight at all either. Especially when you put so much thought and so much expressiveness and beauty into your comments, I really don't think it's hogging the spotlight. Now, if I had started thinking that, oh my god, I'm really hogging the spotlight, I really shouldn't, and I did have this thought when I first started doing videos, I was thinking to myself, wow, I'm so narcissistic, or I'm so like, I'm so hogging the spotlight because I always just want to talk about myself, right? But that's, if I had that thought and I hadn't cut it off right away, I was like, no, Boom, don't think that way. You're doing this for a reason. You're not doing it so that either you can make millions of dollars or you can get fame or fortune. You're doing it because you have a purpose, you have a vision. I had a mission that I wanted to fulfill, and I've talked to you guys about this mission many times before. Basically I wanted to be that INFJ for that young INFJ, the younger self of mine that did not have anyone to speak to about all of these issues, that did not understand herself, that had no knowledge of what the hell is going on with her, and had no one to speak to and go back and forth with. I wanted to be there for that younger self of mine, and I want to be there for all those younger INFJs who are out there who are feeling confused, lost, and alone. And this is the way I'm doing it, right? So I have a mission, and I needed to fulfill that mission. But if I was afraid of hogging the spotlight, I wouldn't have fulfilled my mission. I would have sat there in the corner in my room very happily, but in the corner not doing anything, right? And that's the reason I really wanted to bring up this video, is because I want you guys not to do that to yourself. You're basically killing yourself and your ideas before they even begin, right? You have all of these amazing ideas and expressiveness that you want to share with the world, right? Expressions, ideas, thoughts, processes, whatever it might be, whatever you want to call it. You have something inside of you that you want to share with the world. Even if it's as simple as a comment that someone might read that comment and get this insight, this beautiful insight in their head that they couldn't have gotten otherwise. A lot of times I read some of your comments and I think to myself, wow, that's really well expressed and that's really well said. And I learn a lot from all of your comments. I learned so much from them, right? And so I think you'd be taking away from the world. I think you'd be depriving the world of some beauty and some intelligence and wisdom by not putting your ideas out there, right? That's the main thing we need to do with the world, is not hold ourselves back. INFJs seem to do that a lot, and I know I do that all the time. I put myself down, I'm too critical of myself, and I hold myself back. I say, no, I shouldn't do that because, I don't want to hog the spotlight, or I shouldn't do that because I'm not capable enough, or I shouldn't do that because I'm not worthy enough, or whatever stupid reasons that I give myself, right? I don't want you guys to do that anymore. I want you guys to share as much as you want about yourself. Share as much as you want. Put on as many comments as you want. It doesn't matter. We're here to learn from each other, and we're not going to be able to learn from each other if we hold ourselves back. So if you guys want to comment on every single video, do it. Do it not because you're doing it to hog the spotlight. That's not your intention at all, and I can tell it, and everyone else can feel your intention. Your intention is to share your ideas, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, and to perhaps change someone else's life because of the fact that you shared, right? And so that is your intention. If you go in with that intention, everyone else will feel your intention as well, right? If you don't go in with that intention, they will know what you're trying to do is hog the spotlight, right? But you're not, so it doesn't really matter anyways, right? I know that when I go in with the right intention into anything, that everyone else feels my intention as well, right? If I go in with the intention that I want to do something wrong, then I know that everyone feels that as well, right? So I usually try not to do that. Also because I don't have a good poker face, so it doesn't work for me either, right? I hope that, I know that this is kind of like a personal, touchy subject for a lot of you guys because, you have this thing inside of you that tells you, stop hogging the spotlight. I think it's a critical voice in our head that always says this to us, usually in the form of a parent, a critical parent, or a teacher or something that used to always tell us, stop answering all the questions. I'd always get that in class. I am very smart, and I was very smart in class as well, in high school and in middle school, and I'd always know the answer. I just knew it. I don't know how I knew it. I knew it. I guess my brain worked faster than other people. Not that I was smarter than other people, but I was very smart. And so I always lift my head up. I'm like, yes, I know the answer. I want to answer. And my teachers would always make fun of me and always say, yeah, of course you know the answer, but I want someone else to answer the question, right? No one else knew the answers a lot of times, and I was the only one who'd raise her hand. It's basically like Hermione in Harry Potter. She reminded me a lot of me when I was younger. And so it'd always be like, I'd be made fun of because you're like, yeah, you know the answer. Yeah, of course you know the answer. And stop answering all the questions. Stop hogging the spotlight. And I'd get that a lot, and eventually I was like, wow, am I really hogging the spotlight by doing this? Am I just trying to answer a question? I just wanted to answer the question because I knew it, because I was so joyful in the fact that I knew the answer and the fact that I had the intelligence to answer. I felt so grateful for that. And so I wanted to answer the question. But eventually, obviously, I started thinking maybe I am hogging the spotlight, and I stopped answering the questions. I stopped raising my hand. I didn't think about it even. I stopped doing all that stuff. I was like, no, I don't want to hog the spotlight. And in that manner, I pushed myself back. I held myself back because some stupid teacher who has no idea what the hell she's talking about put me down in that manner, right? I don't want to be that person for you guys. Absolutely not. And I don't want you guys to be that person for yourself. Don't put yourself down. Don't tell yourself that you're hogging the spotlight. Why put that in a negative way? Why are you putting the fact that you want to share your ideas and thoughts and feelings in such a pure way? Why are you putting it down into such a negative manner? Why are you pushing it down and saying, oh, I'm just trying to hog the spotlight? Why would you say that? Why would you do that to yourself? Why bring that teacher up? And whenever I hear those words, I always think of those horrible teachers who put brilliant students down and put them down and make them feel bad for being smart. Right? I used to get this a lot, and I stopped answering questions. I stopped being that student. I stopped even studying because I was like, what's the point? Why would I want to hog the spotlight? Like, I went through a spiral of that where I wouldn't even read my books because I did not want to be considered smart. I did not want to be that know-it-all or that show-off or that, hogger of the spotlight. I didn't want to be that person. I don't want you guys to think that way. I don't want you guys to start thinking or believing that that's what you're trying to do. You're not. I know it. Everyone else who reads the comments knows it. And you yourself should know it as well. You have a higher purpose in doing all this. We're not sharing comments just so that we can look cool. We're doing it because someone out there will read that comment someday in the future and absolutely change their life because of it, right? And you know it has happened to you as well when all of a sudden you've read something and you've had a light bulb go off in your head and everything from that point onwards changed for you. And that's what you're trying to do here. You're trying to build a better world. We're not trying to hog the spotlight, right? I hope this makes sense to you guys. This is really important to me because it has happened to me so many times, and I've put myself back and I've pulled myself back so many times because of people like that who tell me that I'm hogging the spotlight. I'm not, and you're not either. Okay, so please just stop that. Just comment as much as you want. I'm here to read them, and I'm eagerly waiting to read all of your comments on every single video. Okay? Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being on my channel. I'm so grateful that you're here. I hope that you guys understood what I was trying to get across, and I hope that you guys will be here for the next video. Bye for now.